Everyone is frustrated, but like I said, we're not panicking. 2 games in, we got 15 games left. So we'll just take a deep breath and relax. We're gonna be fine.
Jackpot! 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 Let's go. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who they, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Blue day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move dancing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, bingo bottle, never stop it till the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move dancing on? Now who wanna move on? All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Tronopol. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. And of course, my boy Jackpot Joey. Anyway, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,905 subscribers. I'm so close. Help me get to 2,000. If you're watching Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? What are you waiting for? Go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you got something that you want Alex or I to answer, or you just want to support the show, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, boys and girls, it's a fun Football Friday show. This has been one long damn week. I got to tell you that on Twitter. Between that, what's going on with my mother-in-law and everything, I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready to get this thing over with. I'm ready to get to New Orleans and watch the Bengals win. I cannot wait. So, since we're having a fun Football Friday show, I decided to have a couple co-hosts with me along with our guests. So let's get to our co-host who are first. They are my boys from Bengals and Brewers, none other than Dale and the Orange Arrow. What's up, boys? What's up?
Who dey?
What's going on? What's up?
Derek's on a show. It's just not ours.
Derek actually made it on a show. I am shocked.
Listen, when Iceman calls, you come running. Fuck that other guy.
Well, I was about to bring on Alex, but he just left, so I don't know if he.
We scared him off, Derek.
I yelled and
he said his Wi-Fi's screwing up right now. Okay, so Alex from
so he's me.
Yes, Alex from Fuck You We Like the Bengals podcast will be joining us here shortly. All right, guys, are you excited? Because today they actually got to use the indoor practice facility for the very first time, so everybody can shut the hell up about the stupid indoor practice facility.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good thing. It looked the little bit I could see, it looked nice and colorful on the inside, but couldn't really see a whole lot from what was put out. But guys seem to be enjoying themselves, staying a little warmer than usual.
It smelled nice in there. All right, hold on a second. Before you answer that, Arrow, let's get to Alex. He is in the waiting room. He is from Fuck You We Like the Bengals. Let's go.
What's up?
What up, Alex?
What's going on, Alex?
You're
Can't
muted,
hear you.
brother.
Are you muted?
You did. I can't hear you.
All right, how about me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're a little loud, but yeah.
All right. Looks like the headphones were the problem. How's it going? Long time no see.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I saw just a little Trump on Sunday.
Yes, sir. We had fun at the Jackpot Joey watch party down there at the Holy Grail. Unfortunately, the Bengals lost, but we'll be having another one this Sunday at RJ Cinemas. And I know that guy's not coming because he's got a cat or something he's got to do. I don't know if that guy's coming or not, or that guy. That guy.
I'll be in Columbus.
Columbus. So none of my boys are coming. I see how you guys are.
Is Maddie going to be there?
Maddie, of course, Maddie's going to be there.
Oh, of course. He's the king.
Yeah, he's the king of Jackpot Joey. He's going to be there.
He has the trademark.
He does. So Alex, a question I was asked before your internet crapped out there is: are you excited about the Bengals actually getting to use their indoor practice facility? Is this a big deal to you, or everybody too much of a big deal out of this, or where are you at on this?
I'm just glad that the stigma of us not having an indoor practice facility is gone. And everyone's just like, that's what like Pat McAfee said it ad nauseum. Just fans on Twitter say it a ton. I'm just tired of people just talking smack about it, and I'm tired of the Bengals actually not having an indoor practice facility. So here we are. We're having it. We're using it. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
Me too. What's your thoughts there, Derek?
Yeah, I mean, the funniest thing was, I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, like when they were told, when all the beat writers and everything were told that they were, like every single beat writer immediately following that tweeted out at the exact same time, the Bengals will use the indoor practice facility on Friday. I personally don't think it's that big of a deal. I just think it's like, we have it, it's great, so we use it. I mean, it kind of is what it is. I'm just happy it's there.
Yeah, I think it's a bigger deal come December, January, February. That's right now. It's not. I mean, I think they just used it today just because they could use it. I don't think it's right now. It's not the big deal. But I mean, I remember I went last year to the bridge, and I got caught on the bridge in a torrential downpour, and I was completely soaked. And they stayed out there and practiced the whole time. And I'm sitting there thinking, this would be nice to have an indoor practice facility on days like this, because I know you got to play football in it, but practicing is different because you're trying to install stuff. You're trying to get the playbook in there. It's a hell of a lot easier when you're not getting downpour with rain and snow and everything else. So I think it will make a difference later on in the season. Just not that big of a deal right now.
Yeah, I think because everyone, I mean, literally every team except the Bengals.
God, his internet sucks.
He's pulling a Derek.
Yep,
Pulling a Derek. Robot Alex.
Yeah.
Robot Alex is frozen. All right,
I
guys.
have new internet now, by the way.
I see it's
getting
working.
I'm getting like 350 megabytes per second now.
It's working out really, really well.
Dang, Derek, looking fresh, looking good. Show the hair off. You got it slicked back again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, it stays that way now.
I just woke up, so I put a hat on.
I wish we had a picture of how it looked at the funeral. He looked like Woody Woodpecker. He had the little part of it in the back sticking up.
I like to call it a Rico Suave.
There you go. So have you guys heard the news that it's official? The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, will start on Sunday. This good news, bad news? I mean, he's technically 2-0 against us.
I think it's perfect because you wouldn't want him to have a perfect record against us, you know.
Well, hopefully not.
He better fucking not. Like, I mean, I might jump off a fucking ledge. We lose this. We're 2-4.
I mean-
Andy Dalton's 3-0 against us. Like, I'll be like, what kind of upside down we living in right now? Hell
Yeah.
no, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, there's dementors and everything else running around if that's happening. But I personally think that, I mean, he's got possibly Chris Olave and a bunch of scrubs to throw to. So I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, but it's Andy Dalton.
My back.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah.
One thing about the Saints, the Bengals and Saints are tied up all-time record now at 7-7, but the Bengals have won the last 2 games in New Orleans. So does that bode well for the Bengals winning? I mean, does it mean that they're due for the Saints to beat them in New Orleans, or what do you guys think? I mean, I personally think we got the better team. We should go down there and stomp them. I'm looking at this game a lot like the Detroit game last year, where it got us on track and got our offense going. What do you guys think? I think Alex.
I just think that I don't know if the Saints are healthy right now. Like they have Olave, Olave's hurt.
There
Right.
it is.
There's all right. Like Olave got a concussion last week. Michael Thomas has been unhealthy since the Stone Age. I think Landry's kind of not even healthy right now. I don't even know if Jameis is playing. We might see Andy Dalton this week with I think it's just going to be Taysom Hill by himself against the entire Bengals team, and it still might be close.
Well, it did come out earlier today that Andy Dalton will be the starter, so we will be facing
Okay.
Andy. And
Yep.
as so far he's 2-0 against us, so we got to get this done. We can't go 0-3 against Andy and be 2-4 in the season, like Dale said earlier.
Which
Yeah.
Thomas and Landry are out, along with Marshawn Lattimore at cornerback, so they won't have him to match up with Chase. It says Olave with a concussion is still questionable, so he'll probably play.
There
Yeah,
you go.
well, it's in the bayou, so they got the graveyard shift working, you know.
There might be with Burrow and Chase, there might be a small, it won't be a total road game. Like there will be a sizable portion of Bengals fans who are rooting on Burrow and Chase.
Well, there's a lot of Bengals fans going down there. We know Bengal Jim and his boys are down there, and Bridget went down there. Our girl Witt's down there. I know there's a lot of Bengals fans just that are legit Bengals fans that are going down there. That's not to say because I think there are some fans that are just LSU fans, not necessarily Saints fans, and they're going to go to this game and root for the Bengals. So I think there could be a good contingent of Bengals fans, but then you have the Saints fans who are also LSU fans who I think will cheer for Burrow, cheer for Chase, and all that. And then when
Boo the shit out of them when the game starts.
right, exactly. When the game starts, it's on. So it's going to be really interesting to see. I'm always curious of how many LSU jerseys are going to be there. I think there's going to be a lot more LSU jerseys than anything else.
No, there's going to be a ton, and I'm looking forward to. And I've even seen Burrow jerseys, LSU jerseys at Bengals games. I've seen Chase LSU jerseys. I think it's going to be really fun to see, and I'm really looking forward to it. This has been a game that's been talked about since Burrow was drafted, and Chase.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not only that, and you also have Eli Apple coming back there.
Yeah,
Saints fans hate him.
I don't think he likes them either.
I don't think he likes them either. That man is going to get booed out of the building. Even if he's breathing, he's going to get booed.
People are just watching the game what is this aggravation towards this slot cornerback?
No, we think chances are Eli had the game and gets goal picked because the Bengals are actually the defense is playing awesome because in the second half they have yet to allow a touchdown in their first 5 games. That's awesome right there. So and they've got
First time since I think it's the third. They said it's the third team since the 1940s that's happened or something like that too.
right, and we have a lot and the most quarterback pressure or quarterback hits We also have the third most quarterback pressures, which I mean that's the one thing that I thought was interesting because I heard some people say about the defense that we're not getting to the quarterback enough. Well, we actually are. We're getting to it more than people think they are. But I'm just curious, what do you think that this is going to be a defensive game for the Bengals, or is the offense going to finally step up and we're going to go drop 30 on somebody? We'll go around the circle. Dale, you go first.
I wish I could say yes, but I just until they do it, I can't say yes anymore. Like until I go see them do it for a change. Like the only thing would be if the Saints are scoring, but that would mean Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara are tearing us up, and obviously we don't want that. I think it'll be another low-scoring, grinded-out game. Like I think the defense will probably have to keep us in it again, and then we just hope things click here or there, especially if T is out, because I believe he's questionable, and it sounds like it's a 50-50 call, but my guy says he won't play again.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, Aaron.
You want me to go? Yeah, I think the main thing will be because a lot of times what New Orleans did was they would put Lattimore on the best player and then kind of figure everything else out, and they kind of man him up no matter what. And without Lattimore being there, it'll be interesting to see because if you think about it, the Bengals have been studying a lot of this game tape with Lattimore out there, so. They might completely change their defense up without Lattimore in the lineup. So it'll be interesting to see the kind of slow starts that we've been having because, like Burrow said, this is something that they're not expecting, and he has to figure all that out. So I think it'll still be a defensive matchup, but it'll all be dependent on if Burrow can get going quicker than he normally has been.
Just to let everybody know, we got a superstar in the chat. They're Dalton Signatures. You guys,
What's up, Dalton?
What's up, Dalton? If you guys go check his art out, he is awesome. I love Dalton. He's a great guy. Go ahead, Alex. What do you think, man?
I remember the Bengals game against the Jets. What they did so well is they got momentum immediately. Right. That's what they did super well. And I think if they want to win this game, it's an extremely winnable game given the Saints' health situation. So I think it is a winnable game if they gain an insurmountable lead against the Saints. Andy Dalton and whoever is under Thomas, who's out, under Olave, who's questionable, under Jarvis Landry, who looks like he's out. If they develop even a semi-sizable lead, I think they're good.
Well, the thing is, like you just said there, Alex, the two games they won, they got out quick. They had the lead and didn't really. I don't think they ever actually lost. I think maybe they got tied up in the Miami game. Actually,
Miami took the lead on them,
but basically, the Bengals got out and made the other team chase them. That's where. But and then the games that we've lost, we got down and we tied it or whatever. We never could get the lead, but we couldn't finish the deal. So it's a tale of two different teams. Like it's a very momentum based teams. It seems like if you get the lead and they get the momentum behind them, things work out, and they got to struggle like crazy if they don't get out of the gates right away.
Yeah, I was thinking like I said, if the Bengals are able to jump out to a 14-point lead in the third quarter, I think they're good because Lloyd, do you know who the top receiver is? The Saints under Thomas and Olave and Landry? No one does. Is it Callaway?
Yeah, it'll be Callaway. Basically, I think it'll be Kamara. I think he'll play more in the slot and stuff, and then they'll just have Mark Ingram and is it Ingram is the backup there?
Backup.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Ingram's the backup.
I don't know how much they'll put him in the slot, Derek, because he had 155 last week rushing. I know he's dangerous out of the backfield too, catching the ball. So I'd be surprised if they line him up in the slot a whole lot.
Well, Kamara has not been fully himself this year, and I'm saying this as someone who owns Alvin Kamara on two fantasy teams. I think he's 45th or something in the league. He has not. I mean, he hasn't been healthy a lot either, but he did well. I think if the Bengals can contain Alvin Kamara, it's an extremely winnable game because he's with Andy Dalton and Marquez Callaway, even with Taysom Hill, who shows up once a lunar cycle, but with Kamara, he's the biggest difference maker on the team. And if the Bengals can contain him, it's a pretty decently easy road win.
Well, this is a good question from Dalton here. Because how do you think our defense will handle the two-headed quarterback, Dalton and Hill? And Hill I don't consider him a quarterback. He's a Ginsu knife. He can
Yeah,
be a
but
tight end.
neither is Lamar Jackson, and we lost this past week to the running back Lamar Jackson.
Go ahead, Derek.
I think it's as simple as when Andy's out there, you put in your base defense or whatever you need to do, and when Taysom comes in, you just put a spy on him. I mean, I think
Taysom can line up all over the place. So that's the thing. I know that he's been on their quarterback QB a lot, or under center a lot, but he can play tight end. He can play running back.
He's only going to hurt. Honestly, I think he's only going to hurt this team if he's under center, because he started to show the wrinkles of passing the ball.
Well, the thing is, well, all right. Like Dale said that Lamar beat us last week, which he beat us, but honestly, I think the Bengals did a pretty damn good job of containing him, to be honest. And I mean, Lamar really hasn't gone off on the Bengals in a while, so that bodes well for me as far as the same thing with Taysom Hill, because they're basically the same kind of quarterback.
But the Ravens are so stubborn. Like, they try to pass so much, and we've seen Lamar, throwing 10 yards over people's heads, like when they're wide open. Like, I think New Orleans may come out, and you may see a ton of Hill and Kamara early and often. Andy Dalton might not play but half the snaps. I mean, it would not surprise me one bit, because they've seen that's like when Lamar really needed and the Ravens really needed a drive, what'd they do? They said, Lamar, just run the damn option and, get the first downs and pick up the yards, hand it off to one of your receivers or one of your running back there.
Everybody gets cute. Everybody's like, all right, we've been doing this. We're going to trick them. We're going to do this. Everybody falls into that. So that's where I'm like, nobody New Orleans has scares me, especially the way our defense has been playing. I will go back to my Eli Apple thing while I was trying to bring up. I have a feeling that he might have a pretty damn good game. I don't know why. I got a feeling he's going to get a pick six.
I got a feeling.
Ooh, tonight's gonna be. Oh, sorry.
Eli Apple's gonna have a good game Sunday.
Listeners, I don't endorse this.
So, am I crazy, or you guys think Eli's gonna have a game, or where are you guys at on him?
My co-host actually just wrote something down. I kind of agree. He said the matchup of the game is Taysom Hill versus Logan Wilson.
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. No.
I don't think it isn't. Don't they normally have Pratt on the spying though? I think
Pratt? No, they've had Logan Wilson, and they've had Flowers, and they've had
Davis Gaither.
Yeah,
toss it around.
Really Pratt.
I just remember. All I remember was the Jermaine Pratt. It's Friday. I forgot. I don't even remember what happened last weekend by Wednesday when we lose. When we win, it's a different story. But I've done forgot. But I thought
Derek has PTSD. He just forgets it real quick.
I watched a lot of people at Grail have PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Pour you a bourbon, Derek. Pour you a bourbon. You'll be fine.
Hey, I got some great tasting, less filling Miller Lite right now. So
yeah, I'm going to my nephew's football game, so I'm being responsible for once in my life.
I got cherry Coke for right now.
I got Waterloo.
What is that?
It's a Waterloo. It's like a sparkling cider. It's like
yeah.
I got you.
Really good.
So, Alex, for people who don't know you and some people who do know you, tell us about your podcast. It's called "Fuck You, We Like the Bengals."
Yes. So, Mike, me and my co-host Lloyd Johnson say hello from the distance.
Hi,
Lloyd.
Hi,
Lloyd.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's been.
I know one thing for sure. One thing for sure, fuck you. You like the Bengals should definitely pay for a better internet for him. That is for sure.
Gonna rename it to "Fuck My Internet." And I still love the Bengals.
He's back. All right, go ahead, Alex.
Like the Bengals. So what we do is we just talk about ourselves, and we're also I'm a comedian. Lloyd's like a big comedy fan, so we talk about stand-up a lot. But we also talk about the Bengals. We talk about the week with the Bengals, and then what we do is what makes us different is we write roast jokes about the upcoming opponent.
Oh, all right. Well, you got to give me some of them.
Yeah, we write roast jokes about where we're playing. So this week, we're roasting the Saints. So me and Lloyd have just been writing for the past couple of days, like Burns about the Saints. I think we're recording right after this, and it'll be up probably tomorrow. It'll be super fun. This is the third year in a row we've roasted Andy Dalton.
There you go. Yeah, nobody.
Maybe you should
what's
roast
going
Andy
on
Dalton.
here? There we go.
Roast someone else. Roast someone else. If this is the third year in a row, we've
And it
lost
hasn't
both
worked.
times.
It's your fault, Alex. It's all your fault.
No, we roast the entire team. Like we only go to like tight end, but we roast like I've got Jameis Winston, Dalton, Kamara, Hill, or Ingram, Thomas, Olave, Hill, Adam Troutman, University of Dayton, shout out, and another guy who I'm not going to get to today because it's really offensive.
Well,
Nothing
give me one that's not really offensive.
That's for sure.
Not fair.
Well, give me one that's not really offensive that you don't care to share, or do you want to wait for everybody to put it on your podcast?
A burn that's not offensive. Here, let me load them real quick.
All right.
I mean, Lloyd's right there, and I'm probably going to spoil one of them. Let's see. Hold on.
You're running their
I should have been more prepared. And I was thinking about this podcast. I'm like, I should have been more. We also have. I have one about Dennis Allen too. Here we go.
All right.
Said Tom Brady allegedly told Dennis Allen, "Go F yourself," during a game last year. Did you guys see that? Yeah. Tom Brady allegedly told Dennis Allen to go F yourself during a game last year. Coincidentally, go F yourself is now how Tom Brady has to get off now that Giselle isn't talking to him anymore.
There you go. That's good.
Boom.
Roasted.
I don't have a subtle flex here. I should put that up there. I don't have a subtle flex.
So you don't. And his hair does it for you.
Exactly. So, have any of you guys ever been to New Orleans? So, like half our friends are going there. Have any of you guys been there before?
No,
I have not.
Paid them all.
Yeah.
My wife's from Louisiana, but she was like 4 years old when they left, I think. So,
dude, that's like saying I'm from North Carolina. I was like 6 months old when we left, so I'm not really from there.
now she did say she had memories of crawfish broils and everything else when she was a child, but
oh, she's just full of shit. Don't tell her I said that, dude.
Yeah. I'm sure she's not watching the show at all. Nobody watches the show.
Yeah, she's actually on her way home.
People are commenting.
Do what?
So we have viewers. People are commenting.
Oh yeah. We got people.
She's actually on her way home from getting a tattoo again. She's gotten like 16 now, and I haven't got one since like 2011. But it's okay.
Dude, you know what tattoo we're getting here in February, right?
A Lombardi?
A Lombardi. That's what we're getting. We're getting a Lombardi.
I'm going to get a Lombardi on my dick if that happens.
That'll be the smallest Lombardi trophy of all fucking time.
I was waiting on that.
Oh, God.
My co-host for
A super cock ring?
Yeah.
Damn, you just said him.
I am the champion. His little Willie. He's got his cock ring on. I could see it.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not.
That is not true.
It's true.
Foxy says I pay for comments. That is not true. I
true.
don't get paid for doing the show.
None of those are real people.
Yeah, they're all bots.
Yeah,
they're all bots. That's all they are.
All right. So we know. Here, I have a question for you, Jeff. We know, like my co-host Lloyd said, Taysom Hill versus Logan Wilson. What is the Bengals offensive versus Saints defensive matchup of the game?
Well, it would have been Jamar Chase versus
Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, but he's not there, so I'm curious to see whoever Eli Apple's going against. To be honest, that's the one I'm curious. I think with him not being there, which I don't know, this changes thing with Lattimore not being there. I think Lattimore they're going to let him take Jamar one-on-one, which I think would have been better for the Bengals. Now that he's not there, they might roll the safeties over and do more of cover two on him now, which the Bengals have struggled with. That'll be interesting for me to see what kind of defense they come out with since Lattimore's not going to be there. What do you guys think? Dale?
Well, did you say when we're on offense or defense? When the Bengals are on offense or defense?
When we're on offense versus the Saints defense.
Okay, when we're on I've got a couple. So I think Boyd versus potentially the Honey Badger could be one.
Oh, that's a good.
That's one I have. And then the other kind of main one is it's multiple, but it's just the offensive tackles in general. versus Cam Jordan and Marcus Davenport.
Yep.
We've got to slow down that pass rush from the outside, which I think we do that by running the ball. But those are kind of my matchups. And then, like I said, Boyd needs a good game. He's due for one, especially if Higgins is out. But Honey Badger's probably going to be on him a lot, I would imagine.
Well, that's especially if Jonah Williams doesn't play. That'll be
he's looking likely though. Like
Dude,
Coach Taylor said, he's trending like he's
the dude literally played with his kneecap dislocated and went to the side of his leg, and he finished that game. I mean, I like I said, I saw him on the practice field or on the rehab field the other day. He was moving slow, but he was moving. And the more I thought about it, the more I heard about what he went through to finish that game, I'll be shocked if he's not playing, to be honest. And the way he looks, I'll be shocked if he doesn't play. Anyway, all right, Derek, what do you think? Best offense versus Bengals defense?
Give Jonas some goofballs and send him out there. Honestly, I think it's Joe Mixon. It's all about Joe Mixon. If we can get him going, and I guess you could say Joe Mixon versus that D-line, I guess. But
front seven.
Yeah, the front seven. But just if we can get him involved and have to draw those safeties up on the cover two, because it's worked too well for them not to play that cover two, that Tampa two, that all that stuff. So I just think if we can get the run game going and draw the safeties up and not have them playing 20 yards deep on every freaking play, then I think that'll be the key matchup of the game.
All right, what do you got, Alex?
I completely agree. It's Mixon versus the D-line, because I looked this up prior to last week. Mixon had the second most carries in the NFL. First was Saquon Barkley, but Barkley had only 2 more carries than Mixon, but double the yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was rough. And I think, Mixon actually, he averaged, like 5.6 yards a carry last game?
I was about to say that. I'm pretty sure it was 5 something, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he did pretty well, because the Bengals were kind of playing, it seemed like they were playing from down, like they tried that Philly special, and it looked adorable at best.
Well,
it was
that's a word for it.
But you got to give Baltimore credit. They played that thing perfectly. I mean, by the time Boyd got the ball, he was getting knocked to the ground. I mean, they played that thing perfectly.
It was the defense they were playing versus the play call was fucking not good.
It's like they practiced it all week and it just comes crashing down.
What happened? I don't remember.
Yeah, keep it that way, Derek. You don't want to remember that play.
But bring it back to Mixon here. I am really curious is what the Bengals found last week. Is that going to be sustainable against the Saints running defense? Because they are a pretty good run defense. So is that's going to be I think, like we said on here, the key to the game is the running. I've been saying that for weeks. We got to get this running game going, and I think that'll get the offense going. Now, last week we got the running game going, and still didn't get the offense clicking like I had hoped. But I still think that is a key thing. And Sunday will be a pretty good test as to what they found last week. Is it sustainable?
Yeah, I'll just go back to like when everybody wanted to bury Mixon, like after the Dolphins game. When I rewatched the game, I was like, he's so close to busting a run or two here and there, and he was still running hard throughout the whole game. I just kept saying, it's going to turn, it's going to turn.
Hey,
hi,
baby girl.
Hello.
I wanted to say hi real quick. I told her she could.
But
you want to give your score prediction real quick, and then you can.
What's your score prediction?
What do you think the Bengals will do this week?
I don't know.
Think they'll win?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters right there.
All right, give them a hooday and get on out here.
Who day?
Hey.
No.
Good job, Derek. I lost all train of thought. I have no idea what I was talking about. I was like, does anybody remember what I was talking about?
We're talking about the running game and Mixon and how he was running.
I thought he was close to, and then he looked really good last week. I mean, I think especially if they're going to play those 2 high safeties, I think he'll keep it up. And then
Which I think they're going
if
to.
they adjust early, then fine. Jamar go crazy back in your hometown area.
Right. I think there's a really good chance they're going to play that since I keep forgetting his freaking name. Isn't the cornerback isn't playing?
Lattimore.
Thank you.
Lattimore.
Since he's not playing, I think it's going to be 2 high safety. What they've been seeing a lot. and that means Mixon's got to eat. He's got to.
Do you think
And
he will,
Joe's-
Derek?
Yeah, and Joe's got to take the checkdowns that are there. He's if they're there, he's got to take them, and that'll open up the other stuff. Go ahead, Derek.
What is it? I'm sorry. My kids were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I heard about half
Well,
of
we'll
it.
skip you. We'll skip you then.
All right.
We're going to Alex. Alex, do you think he'll continue and have a big game this week?
Yeah.
Predict a stat line for us.
I honestly think it'll be tougher. I think the key to a Bengals win is to get the passing game going because Burrow is also due to eat. There were games last year where he ate and then went back for seconds, thirds, and fourths. Burrow, he's had a couple good games this year, but I don't think Burrow's really had that breakout. Burrow's back and he's here, and it's going to be tough if Higgins isn't in there. It might be a little tougher since they use Chase, Higgins, and Boyd to go to all different parts of the field. Because if Higgins isn't there, that just leaves the Saints the opportunity to cover Chase a lot more. So, but it'll be tough.
Sorry, well, I was just saying if Higgins doesn't play this week, it'll be a little easier because they can actually game plan for it. Last weekend, they didn't know about it until the game started. And the thing is that everybody keeps getting on Joe about taking deeper shots again to eat. If you look at the all 22 and everything, when he says that's not open, it means he's looking. To my eyes, he's looking too much for it. He can't see it, and he's missing the check down guys that are wide open. And for me, if you get this run game going and he checks it down enough, eventually that's going to suck the linebackers in and everybody in because they're going to want to stop the check down because you're going to keep moving the ball. You're going to keep moving the chains. Then you take your shot. That's where I think Joe's got to be more patient. I know people don't want to hear that, and I don't think Joe wants to do it, but I think he has to do it because the way they're playing them.
And because of the amount of passes, and the amount of passes that the Saints or the Ravens batted at the line of scrimmage, it seemed like Joe just wanted to just drop back and just zip it out as quickly as possible. The Ravens was they stuck a hand up and just batted down. How many passes did he have batted down?
I don't know, but Jason Pierre-Paul seemed like he had 38 in a row at one point.
Yeah, and he's only got one. Well, he doesn't even have all his fingers on his hand.
Yeah.
I think we commented on that Sunday night there, Alex.
On Jason Pierre-Paul's hands.
Yeah.
We have roasted them before. I got to call Shaquille Griffin one week, and it was pretty fun.
He's always representing the shocker, I think.
Yeah.
He gives two in the one in the sink because that's all he can do.
So what do you think about this, Arrow?
Yeah, I think I think that the corner two on their team, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's had a pretty solid year as well.
Paulson Adebo, is he still the other starter? Yeah.
I think that's who that is. But I think it'll be a big Hurst game because the Saints have been really, really good against the tight end here lately. So I think it'll be a really big key piece of the game. If we can get Hurst available and going, and like Dale said, get Tyler Boyd going, get that, and like everybody said, get that intermediate going to get everything pulled up to where we can hit Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase, it all depends on how they utilize him. If they keep trying to do this screen game and jet sweeps and all this stuff, I don't think he'll have a very big game. But if they start involving him in the more intermediate parts of the field, and I think they talked about it on Locked On, using him in the slot and using him for these hook routes and stuff like that, I think he could have a huge, huge game.
Now, the other thing we got to make – go ahead, Dale. Go ahead.
I was just going to see if you guys wanted to switch, but if you got something, go ahead. I was just going to see if we wanted to do the reverse of what we did earlier with the offense, defense,
Yeah, hold that thought. Let me bring this up real quick, and then we'll do it. Just sticking with the offense and what needs to change is another thing that I think we need to see more of is red zone efficiency. And I think of that every time that somebody brings up Hayden Hurst.
Gosh,
and that's where I think he's got to be that. I don't say that single target, but targeted more when we get into the red zone. And then like if you're running it like we did last week, hand the ball off. That needs to happen at least once.
Yeah, a healthy Higgins would be another target. Sorry, Alex.
No.
He'd be another target, and then the run game with Mixon. If you get that going, then you got a few guys there, and Boyd in the slot. Like,
Or when you get to the red zone can be a game of inches. Like when you get to like the 19-yard line, just like do a couple checkdowns, probably do a couple out routes to say Chase or
Quarterback
Boyd.
sneak. That worked last week. The quarterback sneak. Just do that.
Yeah. If it's like 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, definitely just sneak it and just get yourself 2 yards. Then you have 3, maybe 4 opportunities to run it up the gut with Mixon or do an option with Mixon. You have a couple of those opportunities, so why not? Why not just like get the yard? You don't need to get the touchdown immediately.
Eric, Alex, Foxy here brought up a very, very good point here. The coin flip, how important is that to
every
the
week,
game?
Jeff. Every week.
Do you take the tails never fails? Do you take the ball? Do you defer? What do you think?
Honestly, I know a lot of teams want to establish momentum in the second half. I remember the Bengals, when they played the Jets, I believe they received the ball to start the game. Am I correct?
Yes.
But so the fact that they received the ball and immediately took a 7-0 lead against the Jets, I don't know if the Bengals will do that because Zach Taylor kind of makes very questionable decisions sometimes. Or it's not Taylor in the coin flip, it's the captains. But if I'm the Bengals, I receive the ball in the first half, immediately establish that momentum, and make the Saints play from down the whole game.
Exactly, Dale. Yeah.
Okay, I said that a long time ago.
I guess I'm going to be
I said that going into the Jets week.
I guess I'm going to be the one that doesn't agree with y'all on this to make the show interesting then, because I think
you're
this
fired.
week, yeah,
Get out of here.
this week especially, I think, you know,
Little bitch.
Saints fans are going to be extremely fired up. You know how loud that place is, and with the quarterback being Andy Dalton, I think the best thing to do would be to shut this crowd up, get a 3 and out immediately off the bat. If you
Sack Andy Dalton on the very first play. That's what I think they should do.
shut them up.
Yeah, but why aren't you a little more darker after you've been working your
Same
job outside with traffic all day?
Yeah,
That
Arrow.
fucking bright ass shirt you got on.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, this is for my
I have a ball.
Whitetails Unlimited. Yeah, I'm a part of a non-profit organization and stuff. We do stuff for the community and that
Yeah,
kind of
right. Secret
Full
society of
disclosure.
elites.
Yeah, full disclosure. Arrow
Community.
just got out of a tree stand. Full disclosure. He didn't really go to work today. He was just sitting in a tree stand all day.
I wish I was. Not today.
It's Derek's wet dream.
Exactly. All right, Dale. So what was that other thing you wanted to talk about?
I just thought maybe we could flip it and like the key matchups for everybody when we're on defense, our bread and butter so far this year versus their offense. Like I think one for me would be Olave, since he is their wide receiver one, whether that's by default or I think he probably would be anyways. Versus Cheeto, most likely for most of the game, would be one of my key matchups. What do you have, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey. Me is Taysom Hill. You gotta. I think he scored what 3 touchdowns? Was that what it was against Seattle last week or a week before that or something like that? I think it's trying to shut him down. I'm not scared of Andy Dalton. I'm more scared of what Taysom Hill is going to do and what they're going to do with him. How they're going to shut him down. Who's going to be spying on what? And I think you shut him down because our secondary with Olave, no wide receiver has went off on us this year. None of them have. So the wide receivers they got, I'm not scared of them, but I'm more scared of what Taysom Hill can do with his, I always call him a Ginsu knife. Where are they going to put him at? He's going to be under center a lot, tight end. I know he's probably under center a lot, but he could be all over the place. So that to me is the key thing for the Bengals is shutting him down.
Tyreek Hill must have had the most quiet 106-yard game of all time.
Did he have 100?
Yeah.
Because I was about to just say, I don't think we've given up over 100 yards.
Yeah, he had 160 yards that game. He had a couple deep passes and stuff like that.
It's also because he didn't get a touchdown that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said 160?
Yep,
Yeah.
10 receptions, 160 yards, and no tutties.
That's what I mean. Like 10 for 160 is that's a great game, especially.
Right.
There was
Fantasy.
that Teddy threw it as far as he could, which is for Teddy about 35 yards. And and Tyree got it, but I think the fact that if he had a scoring play, it would have been a less quiet game for him, but he didn't have that scoring play.
So is that the only?
And I think my internet cut out there, but I was going to go back to Hill a little bit because with Taysom Hill, because it seems like Taysom Hill seems to have like a blow-up game like 3 times a season. And people are like, oh my God, Taysom Hill's the greatest guy ever. But they're like, the majority of the games in the season, Taysom Hill seems to just be a typical 2 receptions for 17 yards tight end. It seems like he's only that X factor once every so often. And I would picture him having 2 huge blow-up games in a row.
I bet a buddy of mine that he scored 4 touchdowns last week.
I
bet
think
a buddy of mine $200 that he wouldn't score 4 more touchdowns the rest of the year. Because I'm that confident that he just I don't think he's that much of a factor, honestly.
I'd take that bet too.
Yeah.
No, I have a question, Joe. You brought up that.
Trying to think of who else could be a factor.
105
Because I remember Callaway had to be the number 1 receiver for a while because Thomas was hurt again. I don't even know who they had under Thomas last year, but like Callaway had to step up and he had like Traquan Smith or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like if Olave's hurt, like Callaway might have to be the number 1 receiver.
I think one of the biggest matchups, and Dale helped me out, the left tackle for the Saints now. Because
Trevor Penning is out. He was the rookie they drafted. He's been out as far as I know, so it's James Hurst that's been playing in his place.
Yeah, and that's the one that they said he's actually been having a good year or start to the year, right?
I don't know for sure, but I mean I know he's typically been a backup for most of his career, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything terrible.
Well, if you have a backup going against either Trey Hendrickson or Sam Hubbard, like either of those guys are going to be better than a backup offensive tackle, bar none.
I got Hendrickson versus the backup. Hurst on there is one of mine. Trevor Penning out. So, see, you reading my mind, Eric. Finishing my
sandwiches.
There you go.
I think I could be biased here when I say this, especially since I actually have become friends with his mom. And I'll plug something at the end of the podcast. But Hayden Hurst legit might be one of the most underrated tight ends in the league.
Oh, absolutely.
Is everyone friends with Hayden Hurst's mom? She called me like this week.
She emailed me a couple of days ago.
She's sitting over here on the couch with me.
I have receipts.
Jeff.
I'm kidding. She's not.
Where is Jeff?
I'm right here. Hi.
Hold on here.
So I got to.
There it is.
I want to go back to what
Boom.
Dale said.
Hold on. Come on. There we go.
It's like a personal message. She's like, "Here, Kathy Hurst."
Yeah. Like, don't get
she's super nice. I met her at
Jeff's house.
the Cardinals preseason game. Oh, no, yeah, it was the Cardinals preseason game. I forget it was. Yes, it was the Cardinals preseason game because they have to run over and say hello. Because my mom and Hayden's mom are actually kind of in contact because of the whole foundation thing that happened this offseason.
Yeah,
it was super cool, and because my mom, like I said, they text all the time. I think my mom got her seats for the Thursday night game.
Awesome.
Cool.
And I was very obliterated during that game.
Did you talk to her? Were you like, "Hey, Kathy, it's me.
I love you guys."
A little bit. I was like, how are you? I think I had like 7 cans of Truly within an hour and a half.
Sounds like me at the Steelers game.
Yeah.
My co-host like, watch out, we got a badass over here. He makes fun of how much White Claw I drink.
What was cool about how?
Or not how much I drink, the fact that I drink it and like it a lot. There it is. Lloyd's like, there you go.
What was cool about how?
Where are you guys watching the game this week?
I'll be at home watching. Well, hopefully be home by then.
The host is muted there we go.
Yeah, I gotta keep trying to talk, and you keep talking over me. I'm trying to get this damn.
My mic's getting muted. My mic's getting unmuted. I'm like, am I doing something wrong here?
Can you hear me?
I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me?
What else did we not talk about? We have. Did we talk about last?
Maybe he can't hear you.
He can't hear me. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
There we go.
Alex can't hear me.
My mic keeps getting muted and unmuted. Technology is fun, they said.
Yes, because I'm muting you because you can't.
I was also going to say Samaje P.
I'm
What is
muting
happening
you.
right now?
I'm trying
What
to
is
talk.
happening?
You won't shut the hell
All
up.
right, we'll try.
I'm trying to talk. You won't stop talking. Hush. Shush.
Sorry, listeners.
He still didn't hear me. I'm gonna keep.
I don't know what's going on, Derek, but
You're fucking with me?
I'm trying to talk.
Oh, boy.
Me. I'm trying to talk.
Jeffrey, can you hear me, Alex?
Yeah, I can hear you totally fine.
All right.
Why can't you
Okay.
hear me?
So Jeff keeps trying to talk, and then you keep talking. So then he was like muting it, and he's trying to say, "I'm muting it because I was trying to say something like 5 times." And then you're not hearing him. You're not hearing him. And me and Derek's just like, "What the hell is going on right now?"
I can't even see his screen.
He can't
Oh,
see.
okay.
How can you not see my screen?
I don't know. We can all still see and hear both of you guys. So
Yeah, I can see
all
everybody.
right, Alex, I'll tell you when we come. I'll tell you what Jeff is asking this time, and then what were you going to say, Jeff? And then I'll relay it.
It's not even that big of a point, but I'm just like getting frustrated. I'm trying to talk, and
I can't see him.
I'm like, shut the up.
We're gonna have to
show.
clip this for you, Alex. We're gonna have to clip like a whole segment just to show you how funny this
Like
is.
literally, it was like 10 minutes.
Oh, this is totally ridiculous. Like, I'll even show you. This is what I'm seeing right now.
Jeff is like, I feel like a ghost, you know?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I see you two, but not Jeff.
All right.
That's perfect then, right?
Yeah, perfect.
So
good thing I'm the host of the show. The guy one of the guests is on.
Dale.
Can't hear me. That's good. So, hold on.
Jeff's
All right,
talking.
Dale. You
Hold
said that Tyreek Hill had 105 yards. Oh my God! Shut up. God. You said Tyreek Hill had 105 yards. Is he the only one to have over 100 for against the Bengals? That's what I was curious about. That's what I've been trying to ask. I just said it like 10 minutes.
wide receiver, no. Maybe Alex would know or Derek. Has anybody had over 100?
No, don't ask Alex because he'll just keep talking.
Tyreek Hill. Jeff said, no, don't ask Alex. You too. This could be a whole show where like Alex, you're trying to talk, but then Alex don't know you're talking because he can't hear you. And
I'm like, he's rude.
I can't see Jeff.
He's just talking over top of me.
yeah, it's definitely not intentional, Jeff. He's not.
I know now. 'Cause I'm like,
Jeff just thought you were doing it on purpose, Alex.
Oh.
Like, he would start talking, and then you would start talking, and then he would think you were done, and he would start talking, and then you would start talking again, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like yelling, and you just keep
trying to yell
talking.
into the microphone. Like,
I'm sorry.
I swear, it's quality because when you clip this, it's gonna be so funny to watch it back. Like we're watching
was
on
about to
YouTube.
go through the screen on that one.
I was legit starting to get pissed. Like, would you shut
It was
up?
like legit. Like, this is what I'm seeing.
But he went from strawberry ice to like fireball red, man. You know, I don't know. Like, fuck. His whole face is like, roar. If you could see it, Alex, you know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
can't.
Fuck you. You like the Bengals?
Here, I'll leave and I'll refresh my screen and come back. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right.
Oh my God!
That's
Dude, I was-
great.
I'm seriously getting. I'm trying to talk. I was in the middle of saying something. Then all of a sudden he blurts in and going, "Do you not hear me?" I'm like, what the
And Derek, our show's usually the ones that fuck everything up. And
I know.
we had nothing to do with any of this.
I know. It's not.
We had
It's,
good connection, everything.
can you see me?
Yes, I can see you, Jeff.
Yay!
I'm sorry.
It's so funny. It's
Oh,
so
God.
funny. It's so funny. You have to watch this back. At least
I might
this
watch
part
it
of the
back.
shit. Like you just, the anger in Jeff's face because he's just like, what the hell?
I'm trying to
All
stay
Alex
calm.
is
I'm like,
trying-
screw it. I'm like, I'm muted. Then he's like, oh, what's going on? I'm going to unmute it. I'm like, no, I
Alex
muted
is
you.
trying to-
Yeah, he's trying to
Jeff is
explain
trying to
how he
help
was
you out.
muting you so he could talk. He would mute you some, and then you're just talking about being muted and unmuted. And me and Derek's gonna sit in here like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like,
I didn't either.
I'm not even drinking today. I'm like, what the hell?
The only
This
one
has been
drinking
a
is
hard
those
Miller
two down
Lite or
there.
something.
That
Oh
was
my God.
great. Yeah. It made for good content, in my opinion. I mean, it made me laugh so hard. Like,
Oh God.
I
What
will
the
say
hell?
one more matchup, by the way. I cannot believe no one said Kamara. Like, I know we started the show talking about him, but when we went around, no one said Alvin Kamara. Like, I think that's a big.
Oh wait, we're going back to our point we were talking about before now.
Like 20 minutes ago, before we just
Go ahead.
to chaos.
Before absolute chaos ensued.
All right, to finish the show, I think we should do score predictions as we now have people in the chat directing us to do. Thank you, John. Thank you, John, for trying to get the show back on the rails. I feel like an episode of our show, Derek, for sure. It feels like an episode of Bengals and Brews every fucking
Please have me back.
Oh Jesus! All right,
So
score predictions. Go ahead, Dale.
His prediction is 34-14. I like that. I just don't think we'll score that much. Hell, I don't even remember what I – oh, okay, yeah, I wrote it down, so I still got it. So last night I said 27-17. I'll stick with it. Bengals win.
Go ahead, there, Derek.
Yeah, I was going to say 27-12 is what I was thinking.
Alex, what you got? And now he muted himself.
I'm going to say 24-14 Bengals.
Oh, shit. Well,
Oh, come on.
You stole mine.
24-14 Bengals.
That's what I was going to say. 24-14 Bengals. That's exactly what I've been thinking in my head.
But let's all pray that this will be the week that starts the 30-point mark.
Yeah.
I hope we hit that. I hope John's prediction is better. I'd like a nice win like that, a 34-14 victory. Let's go with John's prediction. I'm changing my prediction to just letting John speak for me.
Well, I appreciate John's not trying to talk over me. I appreciate that. That's
I don't think he can hear you again.
What?
Yeah, Jeff is talking again, and he's saying like, oh, John, don't talk over me, and then you're not. Yeah. And Alex just staring around. I don't know what's going on.
Can Alex, you hear anybody?
Can you hear any of us?
Yes, I can hear all you guys.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, before your internet craps out again, go ahead and promote all your stuff before I let you go.
Check out Fuck You Like the Bengals on all streaming platforms. We're going to be recording tonight. Episode comes out tomorrow. I've got some fun joke. Oh, 49-7 Bengals. That's a prediction if there ever was one. Let's see it happen.
Yeah,
I do stand-up comedy across the Midwest. I'll be in Chicago. November 4th through the 7th. Let's see. Find me on social media. I'm Alex Schubert. Join Houday Nation on Facebook. I help run the group with Jeff and a bunch of our friends, Josh Isles, Tommy Lipscomb, all those guys. Check it out. It's super fun. I'm making jokes all the time, but I also give good takes.
Exactly. All right, Alex.
So,
well,
check us all out.
Appreciate you coming on. You're gonna have to come on again next time, but make sure you have better internet. All right.
Yeah, have me back. I'm so sorry, Jeff.
He didn't hear a freaking word I said.
It was something.
Oh my God, dude. I've never got that mad about
Today, James. If you're just now joining, James, you missed a good 20 minutes of chaos. You're gonna have to watch the past 20 minutes of this.
Oh, you missed so much, dude. That was ridiculous.
Starting about probably the 40-minute mark until just pretty much an hour.
Oh God. All right, guys. So you guys got a show tonight, or what do you got going on?
No, I'm gonna go, like I said, to my nephew's football game. It's senior night, so I go cheer him on. Hopefully he gets to play. He's starting early in the season, then didn't play. Of course, I overstepped my bounds like I always do last week. Messaged the fucking coach and everything else. I'm like, hey, is Bryson gonna play? Because I know the guy,
Right.
And then I wasn't trying to be mean. But then he's like, I don't know yet. We don't have our game plan. And I was like, I would kind of, let those guys who put 4 years hard work in under you probably at least get in there some.
Might help.
Just say.
So when's the next Bengals and Brews show anyway? You guys know?
So I think we're gonna try tomorrow, right? Tomorrow.
We're gonna maybe have one tomorrow if we can put something together. You know how Derek is. He's a world traveler. He's going to the Columbus, Ohio.
Ooh,
You know, all the way to Columbus.
that's really
So,
far for you guys, especially.
Right. So, but we may have a show tomorrow, but if not, we do have one scheduled for Thursday with Brandon Soho. I really need to know if that's how I say his name or not.
That's
Yeah,
so.
so
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like Saho, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's more pronounced.
phenomenal
like
guest. Which check out his show coming up. I don't know.
November 1st is the
November
first
1st,
day.
yeah.
It's called The Mental Game. Will be his podcast. I'm promoting someone else instead of us.
Dude,
but
he has a ton.
Sam Hubbard's his
of
first
good
guest, so
guests.
I thought it'd be relevant since we're talking Bengals. His first guest for that is Sam Hubbard. So
That's cool.
And,
That's cool.
uh,
Well, if you
watch
guys
their-
he is our guest. We don't have Sam Hubbard. We
No.
have the guy that got to interview Sam Hubbard. Like that's we're Bengals
Yeah, I got it.
crews. We're not
yeah, I understand.
all that.
Well, you know, if you guys ever need an extra, co-host or anything, you hit me up.
We have you fill in every now and again. I may need. I don't know Thursday yet. I don't know. I know Derek won't be there. He acts like, oh, I gotta work.
I gotta go work.
I'm a little bitch. Little bitch. I stopped traffic and directed. God damn. You know I love you, Derek. I love you so much.
All right, Derek, you want to say anything before I let you go?
Nope.
He said nope. All right, boys. Who day? Love you, boys.
Good day.
See ya.
I'm
Go
still
on, get
here.
out. Yeah, get out of here. Oh God, that was a crazy show. Oh, seriously, can he not hear me? I'm like, what? Like he kept talking. I'm like, I literally. I mean, if you guys missed out, like in the middle of a sentence, and all of a sudden Alex come on, and just start like, am I not? It's my show. Why are you talking to me anyway? that was an interesting show. Let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream, and I appreciate every single one of them. They're Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been laughing so much. I'm coughing now. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trunapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 1,905 subscribers. I'm so close to getting to 2,000. That would be great. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors to please like, subscribe, share, and watch. I need views too. Watch Sports with Strawberry Ice. I would greatly appreciate it because I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers and I'm almost to 1,000 shows. I mean, I'm at like 921, 922 shows, something like that. So if I could reach 1,000 shows and 2,000 followers right around the same time, that would be unbelievably awesome. And like I said, from the bottom of my heart, it's only because of you guys. Like I said, if you guys don't subscribe, there's no reason to do the show. I have so much fun. You see, I have a ton of fun doing this show. Next week, Monday is going to be recap Ice Brew Days with Dale, and then having a new one. Centauri is going to come on with me every Wednesday. I'm very excited about this one because, like I've told you guys before, we spent 2 hours in the car driving up to Dale's mom's funeral, and he's breaking down the film of the Bengals offense and everything, and where Joe's missing these checkdowns, and this guy missed this assignment, and all this stuff. It was such an eye-opening car ride, which is it helped me out because those are kind of things that I was thinking that was happening, that I thought I was seeing, but it's a lot easier when you see it, frame to frame, like the coaches do. This is what they do. And Centauri has been a high school football coach, has won a state championship, so he knows what he's talking about. So he's pretty smart. So make sure you guys check out Wednesday. It's going to be a really cool show. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Update my mother-in-law. She's doing better still. She actually said a sentence today. So that's good. So like I said, if you guys believe in the power of prayer, I do. Please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I want my wife home. I'm hoping only one more week of this without her here. I miss her to death. So please help. And I want my mother-in-law to heal up and hopefully go home here to her husband and get back to normal life would be great. So please, as always, keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Keep my family down there in your thoughts and prayers because they're all going through a lot. They're all trying to chip in and help out where they can. So keep them in your prayers. And like I said, hopefully my mother-in-law will be going home hopefully very, very soon. other than that, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Check out Bengals and Brews maybe Saturday night. Maybe I'll be on, maybe not. Who knows? But I'll be back here live. It should be at 5:30 Monday. Hopefully, no, not hopefully. After a Bengals 24-17 win. I think we're going to whoop that ass. Jackpot Joey is going to be Jackpot. He's not going to be Joe Burrow. He's going to be Jackpot. Ready? Say it with me, people. And that's just sports, baby. See ya! Let's go.
Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in Detroit. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' who they, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the